I actually went back to school this summer. I did an intensive course in Prague to learn how to teach English to speakers of other languages. And it was the first real schooling I've had since I graduated from college. And it was also the first time I had ever been assigned a random roommate since that point. And the roommate I had was a little bit weird. He showed up wearing a fedora, a wife beater with a suit coat over it, a pair of gray jeans, and what could only be described as high-top spaceman sneakers. He came in, and before saying his name, he was just like, "Man, I'm in a really shitty situation, man. I don't know, I wish I could tell you about it. I wish I could tell you about it, but I can't because it's so stressful. Maybe when this course is over, I can tell you." And I'm thinking to myself, well, this guy must be in a shitty situation. I'm not going to ask him. I'm going to let him know it's okay. So I was like, look, you don't have to tell me. It's fine. You can wait. He's like, no, man. I wish I could tell you. I really wish I could tell you, but my brain, man, I can't do it. So this went on for about 2 or 3 minutes, me reassuring him and him wanting to tell me. Then he asked me where I was from. I said, oh, I'm from Philadelphia. He said, Philadelphia, man, oh, I don't know what that is, man. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to go there. Not interested. I thought to myself, this guy, I'm going to let that one just pass right by me. I'm not going to take offense. He was from Fort Lauderdale. I'm also not interested. It turned out one of the components of this course was that we had to teach real live Czech students English, having had almost no training. And he was in my group, so I got to watch him teach. And he had a weird mannerism when he taught. He paced around a lot like this, and he had trouble controlling the volume of his voice, and he came across as a bit condescending as well. So he would be like, all right, everyone, I want you to open to page 76. That's right. Open your books to page 76. And all of us who were his fellow trainees were like trying not to laugh, but it was trying to like suffocate yourself so you wouldn't laugh. It was so hard not to. Anyway, he was having a lot of trouble with the course. He wasn't really, his mannerisms were weird. He couldn't really convey the information that well, so he used to complain to me at night. One night during the course of his complaining, he was standing in a towel, having just gotten out of the shower. And he's waving his arms around, going on about the course and how bad it is. He states that it's too hard, he's just a human soul and can't be expected to do this work. He continues it with, you know, sometimes when I'm in class, I just want to dance. Just do like a little Michael Jackson, you know, like do. Looking at me, and I'm just standing there like, okay. During this same conversation, he whips his towel off, and is standing in front of me naked, and is gesturing around with his towel, looks at his towel, realizes what he's done, and wraps it back around himself. I'm thinking to myself, man, this is weird. But I started to like the guy because he had the best of intentions, and you could tell that he didn't mean any of the weird things he was doing. And I and many of the other fellow trainees took pity on him and tried to make sure that he passed, because he was, you know, in danger of failing. So we worked, and one of my beliefs is if you try hard enough, you will succeed. So we tried, and a couple days before the end of the course, I was tutoring him on what he should do during his lessons. And in the middle of the thing, he starts doing the Michael Jackson thing again, gets down on all fours, starts hopping like a frog, starts sticking out his tongue in various directions, and then turns to me and goes, and I'm like, oh no. So it took me like, an hour to tutor him on what should have taken 5 minutes. Anyway, 2 days later, the guy is informed he's failed out of the course, doesn't say goodbye to anybody, goes back to city in the Czech Republic he was staying. And for me, it was a disappointment in a way because I had invested a lot in seeing to it that he passed, and so had many other people. So, you know, to give it a moral, if it needs one, there are some people in some situations where you can try as hard as you want and you still fail. Anyway, there we are.